Good morning. It's been quite the week here. I've worked 7 days straight and I have slept like 2 nights at home and not 2 nights like together. So it's been pretty intense and traveling from place to place. And today I finally got a chance to rest and not set the alarm. And I actually stayed in bed listening to podcasts and just waking up. And I haven't been vlogging for a while because it's been a very intense period in my life that I'm going to talk more about, but not right now, obviously, because I'm going to get up and get ready. Do my morning routine and all that stuff, and my plan is to take you along for the day to show you a day in my life where I'm doing lots of healing things to recover and get my energy back, and what I eat to recharge and all that stuff. So I'll see you in a little while. Now it's time for my lemon water. I have the juice of a half of a lemon each morning with some water to help digestion. Cheers. Breakfast is prepared, and if you've been following me for a while, you know that I don't eat breakfast, but I've actually started eating breakfast the past couple of months because I wanted to, I don't know, I feel like my body was too stressed from intermittent fasting. So I experimented a little bit during summer, and now I'm having breakfast on a regular basis, and I try to have it around 9, so at least I get to wake up and have my water and everything, so the system can rest, and I do my stretching, my yoga, my Pilates, and once I've done that, I have breakfast. So I'm into like 2 different kinds of breakfast right now. One is oatmeal with berries, and the other is yogurt with berries. So I alter between those 2 depending on my mood, and today it's yogurt. So I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast now and see you later. I made my way out in the cold because I just booked a hot yoga class, or actually it's more like a stretching class, so it's perfect for a day of healing. So I'm on my way there now. I'm gonna do some walking first and then get in the hot room, so it's gonna be nice. And typically on a healing day, I usually go to the forest and hug some trees and just soak up all the good vibes there, but I'm just extremely cold today and tired, so I'm just going to do my walking at the gym instead and go to the forest tomorrow when I feel a little bit more recharged so that I don't get too cold. on my way home. It was really nice to stretch it out, but 30 minutes was a little short. I would have appreciated like 60 minutes in there. But I'm feeling warm and a little bit more energized now, so it was a good decision to get out and do that instead of forcing myself to go for a cold walk. Okay, so something I've been loving lately is having water with electrolytes, because I rarely get thirsty and I forget to drink water during the day. So electrolytes is really nice to help with that. And also this is flavored. It has mango and orange flavor, and it's from the brand PURENESS. It does have a sweetener in it, and I generally can't stand sweetener. So I take like half of a scoop for 1 glass of water instead of a full scoop, because that's just way too much for me and I can't get it down. But it just kind of helps to remind you to drink water, and electrolytes also help your body to absorb all the nutrients that you need. This one has magnesium in it. It has vitamin C and sea salt. It has MSM, and it really is really good to have like before eating. And I always wait like 30 to 60 minutes after I've had this before I eat, just to not cause any issues with digestion. And yeah, this is really good electrolyte. It also has natrium and calcium amongst others, and yeah, I really recommend it. So the brand is PURENESS, and it comes in many other flavors, so you can check it out. So this is my lunch. We have rye bread with mashed avocado and some salt, and some store-bought broccoli soup, but that's totally fine every once in a while if you don't have time to meal prep. Okay, so let's catch up and have a chat. It's been a couple of months since I filmed last time, and I had, well, let's just say I had a really intense summer and a really even more intensive spring, and that's why I didn't have time to film or edit these videos. And I also discovered that I had a deficiency in B12 and vitamin D, and I was exhausted, I was fatigued, and I didn't really have like energy to do anything, so I kind of had to prioritize. Then over the summer, something else happened that just shook my world a little bit, that I'm going to share soon. But not in this video. However, it was a pretty heavy period, and I was pretty much in a black hole for a couple weeks, but now I'm feeling much better, and I'm still really tired, and I have learned to take care of myself a little bit better and not to run myself down so easily. Because I just had to. I also realized how sensitive I really am to outside noise, if you will. And so spending almost an entire week away traveling, only sleeping at home for 2 nights, also carrying lots of bags, going from place to place, being out from early morning to late night, it affects me a great deal, and I really don't think that people talk about this enough, because there are people who do suffer from this, even though they are fun things, but we still get really tired if we're hypersensitive. And when we, I'm gonna say we because I expect there are more of my kind out there, but when we don't get enough rest or alone time or stillness or quiet in between, we just can't function, and we just keep going until we crash. So it's been an intense week for sure, and also a lot of social things that was really fun and interesting, but today I just feel like I just wanted to sit alone in silence, like, and just really be alone with myself. I was also not sure to film this video or to film it like this, because normally I get a little fixed up, and today I wanted to portray a healing day for me. And a healing day for me is definitely not wearing makeup, it's definitely not dressing up, and I really want it to be authentic and raw. So here I am sitting with no makeup and just having done a face mask and done my skincare, and while I'm really self-conscious about it, I think it's important to show those parts too, like allowing yourself to have a day where you don't do anything and you can just be raw, natural. You don't have to meet any expectations or waste any energy on those things. So for me, at least, that's very healing. So here I am. So like I said, back to the day of healing. What I usually do when I've been through like a couple of days of too much, I don't want to say too much fun, but like too much or maybe too little of my own time, like being out too much, being amongst people for too long, or whatever it might be. I mean, I really want to emphasize here that it's not that I suffer or anything while I'm doing these things, it's just that I have a very low threshold when it comes to being tired and exhausted from like being social and being out and getting impressions from things and taking on energies from people or whatever, and it wears me down pretty quickly. So when it is built up too much, I need days to recover, or I need like 1 day, 2 days, depends on what it is. Today I have 1 day to recover, so I really wanted to give myself all the things that I need. And what I usually do on a healing day is I don't set my alarm, because that's like number one, that I usually always wake up really early on myself. So if there's a chance that I can sleep, I really want to give myself that time. Today that was not the case, but I just love the idea of not having the alarm go off, you know, and really listen in to my body, my needs. What are they on this specific day? I usually don't plan too much, other than I know that I might go for a walk, I might do some movement, but that's basically it. Like, I don't want to plan, I just want to feel into what I want to do. And today that was movement and reading a lot, having lots of grounding, warm food, not being out too much because I'm too cold. Always when I get like really under the weather, fatigued, I get really cold, so staying inside was important for me today. And as far as movement, I mean, some people can think it's counterintuitive to have a healing day, but still doing exercise. However, for me, and I think also for a lot of others, movement is medicine, and it's not like I went out running for 2 hours or, you know, some heavy kind of exercise, even though that could have been recharging as well. So on different days, if I had felt like going out for a run, of course I would have done that for myself. However, that was not the case today. Today, like, soft movement was my jam. I did Pilates, I did yoga, I went to the gym to do some walking on the treadmill, and then I did a class of hot stretching to get my heat up a little bit, and that was just so soothing and calming for me. And like, that was enough. Then I could go home. I felt like I had done something. I hadn't been sitting around the house all day, and it really made me happy. So I think it's important to listen to your body. If you want to stay in bed all day, then you can do that as well. But as far as I'm concerned, and from my own experience, no movement is in general not always beneficial. Like, you want to get those juices flowing, you want to get your energy up. I really want to recommend a movement if you are fatigued and tired, because it completely shifts your mood. Like I said, have grounding foods. I mean, I've been out a lot. I haven't had like a stable, safe environment to retreat to, which is important for me. So if you feel a little bit scattered and unsafe, grounding foods are really comforting. And grounding foods are like a little bit more dense type of foods. It can be oatmeal, it can be bread, it can be like soup, just like stews and potatoes, root vegetables, like a little bit more heavy, dense things that make you feel full and warm inside. So I had soup today and some bread, and I'm going to have soup for dinner as well. And I've been really into soups lately because it's been getting really cold here, and I just think soups are such a good food because it warms you up, it fills your belly, but it doesn't make you too full. Okay, so like a little last note that I want to make to sum this up is basically that I think it's important to give yourself days off when you just don't do anything or don't plan anything, where you allow yourself to feel safe, comforted, and rested, like recharged, because I know a lot of us are on the go constantly, and it's gonna break us down sooner or later. I mean, believe me, I've done it for years. But lately, like I mentioned, over the summer, something happened to me that really made me rethink how I was living my life and the way I was pushing myself, and if that was actually beneficial or not. I've always been fast to say that discipline is good, routines are good, a schedule is good, and always believed that you can push yourself to do the things that are good for you, because when you've done them, you're going to feel so much better. And I still believe that. I still believe that movement every day is a good thing, but it doesn't have to be like a major extreme thing every day. It can just be soft one day. It can be shorter one day. It doesn't have to be a torment each day. And I think that it has taken me years to get to this point, but now I really feel like, I don't know if it's age or just wisdom coming with age, but I can't keep treating myself like that. I need to have days where I just really rest, and also important that those resting days are not starvation days. You can still eat if you don't move, you can still eat if you don't go out running, and all those things. So I just want to give a thumbs up for recovery days because they are so valuable, and to listen to yourself, to your intuition, to your body. What do you need? And just do that because your body is going to thank you so much. Okay, so tonight we're making this lentil soup. This is delicious. And these are the ingredients that we're going to use. I got some fresh tomatoes, some onions, lentils, saffron, and coconut milk. And then at the end, you just chop in some baby tomatoes. This is absolutely delicious.